I really want you guys to think outside of the box, because if you're able to think outside of the box, that's when you're able to make some money into this business, because it's very hard to think outside of the box. It's very simple to say, but hard to do. So let me give you an update on the car. Whenever you go to people's houses, in this case sellers, you always want to be looking around to see what is available. Do they have cars? Do they have motorcycles? Do they have boats? You want to be asking probing questions, opening the questions to figure out if they have land, if they have things that may be worth the value that you can negotiate into the deal, okay? Instead of buying the house at 60 cents to 65 cents, or instead of them bringing more money to the table, you could substitute something of value for trade, like a nice car, like a nice boat, you know, a piece of a land, other properties, you know, man, you name it, okay? Anything you can think about, okay? TVs, furniture, pool table, things of that nature, okay? So now, to update you, we did a deal in Cedar Hill through my mentor student, and there was a car on the property, and I was going to negotiate the car. I told my student to go ahead and negotiate the car. What happened is that the seller didn't want to, because it had a different buyer, and that buyer flaked out on the car on the last minute. They had sold me the property already, and the car was sitting there for a week almost, and I called her, I kept calling her, letting her know that, hey, you know, after rehab, you know, I'm going to be trying to sell this property, or rent the property, so I can't have the car parked here. So a week went by, what have you, and she wasn't able to find a buyer. And I told her, hey, you know, if you don't move this car, I'll have to tow it. And I really didn't want to tow it, okay? So I'm thinking, what can I do? What can I do? Because I didn't want to burn that relationship with her, because that's not how I do business. So I really had to put my thinking cap on and start thinking of how can I solve this problem without pissing this previous seller off, even though I didn't have any fiduciary duty not to piss her off. You know, I had vested interest in myself, but at the same time, you know, I like to create a win-win forever, okay? So what I did is I texted her and let her know that, hey, you know, she really needs to move the car. She really needs to, you know, get the car towed. And then I asked her what does she want for the car at this time, because before she wanted 500, now she says she wants 200, okay? I really didn't have the time at this point to deal with the car. So what I did is I quickly called a couple of my workers and asked them if they wanted the car, okay? And one of the workers, which is Miguel, which was actually one of the contractors that came to the property, he was very, very interested in the car, and because he was going to use the car for his son that has a disability to get around. And you know, I was very happy that that was going to work for him. So what I did is I just called the seller, or actually I texted the seller back, and I told her, hey, I'll just go ahead and pay for this car. Bring me the title to my office in Las Colinas. So she drove out there, met my office manager, basically signed the title, brought the key to the car, and then I paid for the car. And then I just called Miguel and said, hey man, come pick this up. The car is yours. So basically I give Miguel a free gift. So I didn't even make any money out of this transaction. You know, to me it was a win-win, because I got the car moved. We got the car, the seller not being mad at us by getting our car towed, which I had every right to, but I just didn't want to. And third and most important is that I helped a worker that's a really good worker and his son, because you know they don't live lavishly, and you know to get a car which he wouldn't be able to afford at a very low negotiating price. You know, it was $200, and then I paid for that, and now their son has, you know, it was a great deal. Honda Accord for $200, you can't go wrong with a car like that. Okay, so to update you guys, you gotta be positive, you gotta think out of the box. You can't just try to do what the banks do. You know, you just can't try to do what everybody else does. You gotta dig into yourself and try to create a win-win situation, okay? If I was negotiating a deal and it wasn't my student, I would have negotiated a car in there. You know, I would have negotiated so it's giving me money. things of that nature. Okay, but everybody's different. Okay, so the best thing for you to do is to get your hustle on. You know, forget about everything else. Focus. Just focus. If you're really, really hungry, if your why is there, then you'll make it happen to yourself. You know, let's do a 7-day grind, 7 days a week. Fuck holidays. Fuck sleeping in. Get up early. Don't watch any TV and make it happen for yourself, guys. This is America. If you can't make it happen here, man, I don't know where you're gonna make it happen, guys. You know, me and my family immigrated thousands of miles just to come to America and make it happen, just like many other immigrants in America. And we're making it happen for ourselves. And it's not easy, guys. I wish I could tell you it was easy. I wish I could tell you I had a magic wand, but it's a 7-day grind, 17, 18-hour days. And I'm not even joking with you guys. If you're not working 120 hours a week, then you're not capitalizing on everything that America has to offer, guys, okay? And if you're living paycheck to paycheck, or if you're not living happy with your living situation, you know, stop blaming your employees, stop blaming the situation, stop blaming the environment, stop blaming the economy. Just stop. What you need to do is reflect inside of yourself, okay? Because that's what the problem is. This is the inside of yourself, okay? It has nothing to do with the outside, guys. It has nothing to do. This outside, this America, the land is so green and it's so easy to harvest. You just gotta throw a seed out there and just water it and make sure there's no bugs on it, and you know, and take care of it. You gotta put that time into it. If you put the time into it, you're gonna make it, guys. You know what I always say is that the side effect, again, the side effect of hard work is success. There's no buts about it. The side effect of hard work is success. You put the dirt in, you get up every day, you work hard. End of the day, you're gonna be successful. Okay? So this is Mike with Mr. Investor. Go out there and be a dream chaser and get your dream, man. Don't listen to the naysayers. Talk to you soon.